Sanbonani, hello. My name is Kelly Ndebe and welcome to Life Academy with Kelly and friends. Today, it's just gonna be me and you. It's been a while since last I did a recording and wow, it's been amazing. A series of things have taken place in my life. As you know, I'm a born again Christian, so I find strength in the Lord. I have my own shortcomings as well, but today I just wanted to talk about a few things that I've kind of discovered in this journey as I walk through it, go through challenges, come across new people, try out new things, find new space, new direction in mind, do things in a different way in which I would have preferred to do it in the past, and I've been seeing great things happen, bounce back, hosting my next event team now. We registered as an NPO, non-profit organization. Prefer to call it non-profit company, but it's called Inspired with Kelly. There you go. Yeah, there's the logo there. KWK. So I wanted to touch on the theme that we'll be talking about on how powerful is a woman, which is going to be happening on the 26th of August in the Val at a church called Tabernacle Worship Center. It's just next to Khotlo High School. I've done work there at the church some years ago, and I'm happy to say 10 years later, managed to pull through this event with the assistance of my partners, Maki, together with my mother. She's a non-executive director there, and shout out to the ladies, man. I remember I started with them when I was doing this annual seminar for women every August. We've done it across a few places here in Gauteng, so we're pushing it back to Val this time. We are relaunching it, and there's still great things that are still gonna come. So I encourage you to get the ticket. Check out our social medias, my social media as well. The links are there where you can buy tickets, or you can contact us directly and get yourself a ticket. It's $350, lunch included there. It's gonna be amazing, man. We've got great lineup of speakers. Miriam Mashego, Pastor Miriam Mashego. We've got Bongile Mufokeng from Radio Pulpit. We've got Megi Mire. We've got Karen Johnson. She's going to be gracing us with some beautiful worship music. We also have Mulebocheng. We had her on our recent event that we were doing, Next Level, Val's Next Level. So she's joining us again for this seminar. We've got Tando Lamola, former Mrs. Africa. Mrs. Africa. I hope I got it right. Yeah, and she's been doing great stuff in a space as well. So we're bringing these amazing people, these amazing ladies to come and chat to you guys about so many things. And the amazing thing that I've realized is God works in mysterious ways. Life unfolds itself in mysterious ways, and that's why particularly the topic is called Serving in the Midst of Chaos. Now, I know a lot of people are going to think of it from a church point of view. People are going to think of it from a religious view, but we are servants. We serve. We've got merchant called Born to Serve by IWK. You'll be seeing it very soon. So if you're interested, highlight me so that we can get you your own match. In the midst of chaos, life is this busy setup, this busy system, and as individuals in our personal lives, we tend to experience so many things that at the end of the day, when you sit down and you reflect on your day, you're like, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? And past experiences will make you reference back and say, oh, okay, I did try that. I tried that as well. Didn't work out. Oh, this one worked out, but I didn't see it. I didn't expect it to work out this way. I've been trying this business. I've been trying to get back to school, things of that nature. I did get to go back to school, but I failed. There's so many things that are taking place in our lives, and part of that, there's so much chaos. Life is different from when we're still growing up, we're children, we're young, and now as we grow up, I'm a parent now, I work full time, and I've got other aspirations as well, and there tends to be so many things that happen in our lives. It could be from a family point of view, it could be from a business point of view, it could be anything that you find yourself in, and there's so much chaos that is taking place in our lives. But the main question is, how do we continue moving on in that chaos? How do we continue moving on when you're trying to knock at the door and say, I want to try this out, I want to do this, I want to do that, but there's always something that goes wrong. It's like money, you work so hard, you try to patch there, then next week there's another problem that wants money. There's always something that is coming up that is making things a bit difficult. But I wanted to touch on that part to say, even in that midst of chaos, now we need to understand, and where basically that's how I view it, is that chaos, in most cases we see it as chaos, but at the same time we can view chaos as opportunity. Sometimes you need to sit down and think, Uguti, what is it that's this thing that or in fact, how does chaos come about? Sometimes you are confident you want to do this thing, and you've got less knowledge of it, and then you find yourself messing up, trying to mix something to work out, and you don't have the right ingredients, or you put something too much onto it, and that very thing, that mess up that you're doing, the minute you change your perspective, it's all about perspective, it's all about how you see things, it's all about how you analyze things. And if you're gonna look at it and say, I messed up, and the next question you should ask yourself, what does this mean? What did I miss? Is the thing that I need to learn? It's an opportunity for you to realize certain potentials that you never knew you had, or test how much you know, how well do you know your stuff, So always look at this chaos, these situations that you find yourselves in. At times you don't even know how to explain those situations. You say, angazi ngifike kanjani lapho, But what I can tell you is that make it a point that every time you go through those situations, those challenges, how you view them, how you interpret them, how you apply them back to your life, clearly shows your understanding. And you need to put your position where you say, I don't fail, I just get to learn more, I just get to be exposed to more things, I just get to understand the subject matter better than how I understood it, and that on its own gives you the strength and the courage to stand up and say, I'm gonna try it again, I'm gonna go and take a chance again. Or realizing that, I was trying this career out and it's not working for me, that means I need to try something out, I need to try something else. But if you never took a chance to go out and actually really try to dissect and understand, you wouldn't have known that you're not good at this thing, you're actually good at that. I know I love music so much, and there was a time where I was so enthusiastic about being a lead singer, because my friends did it very well, for family members that did it very well, they managed to go all the way to record and all of that. But later on I then realized that actually it's not my thing, and what is it that I can do that that will represent who I am, and that will take advantage of the qualities that I have, the ones that I've identified and the ones that I haven't really identified. So it kind of put me at that point where I could sit down and really search myself deep and try to figure out who am I. And certain opportunities, especially the opportunity to sit down and self-introspect, comes after you've hit a wall. So in the midst of chaos, we continue because we understand that chaos is not there to stay forever. Chaos is not there to stay longer in your life and make your life miserable. It's by choice. It's how you perceive it yourself or how you take it in. Understand? Chaos is there to help you know and understand yourself better. So in the midst of chaos, we are able to continue. We are able to reestablish ourselves by merely understanding that this is an opportunity for me to redefine myself. This is an opportunity for me to understand whether I'm cut out for this or I'm not. And in so many ways, so many things happen. Many people start to work against you, start not supporting what you're doing. And the first thing that you're saying to yourself, oh, does this mean I'm not supposed to do this, or am I not good at this thing? You know, take those critics, those rejections, you know, those challenges, like someone that says, you know what, I want to get better, I want to know better. And the only way I can be able to do this thing is for me to go in deep. It's for me to dive into the situation and understand my shortcomings and prepare myself. And the nice part is that when you get that part right, you are able to prepare for chaos. You understand? You are able to say, okay, now I know when I get to this part, this is what I need to do. Now I understand that I was doing too much, I need to do less. Now I understand that I was too slow. Now I understand that I wasn't properly prepared. So you can prepare for when chaos erupts, shows its face, because it never tells you that it's coming. But when it gets there, you are able to say, okay, you did this to me the last time. Now I know better. Now I know exactly what I need to do. Now I understand what is it that I need to bring to the table. But if you don't go through this chaos, if you don't go in, you're always afraid, you're always pulling back, you're always asking yourself, what are people going to say? Or my material is not that good. It gets good with time. That I can assure you. So I am encouraging you to go out there. It doesn't matter how bad it is, how bad it can be. You understand? Sometimes you want to start something, you don't even have enough funds or funds at all, but you are determined to figure this thing out and understand exactly what is required of you. So we are going to continue even in the midst of chaos. When people are pulling back, people are shouting your name into from a negative point of view, as long as you know what you're doing, you understand what you're doing, and you're willing to grow from that which you're doing, go in strong. You understand? Continue to serve, whether it's yourself, your family, your friend, in that midst of chaos. You don't give up because everyone is against you. You don't give up because everyone doesn't believe in what you're doing. You don't give up because the one person that you trusted has a different view from what you are trying to do. If you believe it's correct and you believe in it, you go in there. You want to be a DJ, you want to be whatever, you go do it. Just because 5 of your friends are saying no to music and you're the only one that likes it, don't go in. I'll tell you a quick story. When I failed my standard 8, my friends were saying, no man, go try science. And I said, no, I'm not the science person. I'm in commerce and I'm working in that industry and I'm growing in that industry. I'm actually killing it, I suppose. I can say that, you know, but there's still room for growth. But I can stomach it because it's what I wanted to do and it's what I believed in. So, family, do yourself a favor. When you see chaos, don't run, go in. But I'm not talking about that chaos you're in, you understand? You need to know when you take your fights. So, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciated the time with you. May the good Lord bless you. Hope this piece of information changes your life. Remember, IWK, live your truth. Adios.